the new division set up. So here it is, the new home screen. Aqua Inferno here. We got Zanetti Maldini, and then you can see Aqua Inferno. Oh, I am going to the main page here. And then the main, this is still work in progress, but you can see there's a 109 Pele, a 109 Maradona. I just want to know, chat, between these two. These aren't free items, the 109s, but just want to know what team should I pick to go through the menu. Drop in chat either Team Aqua or Team Inferno, or reply in the poll. Again, chat, this is work in progress, but just to give you an idea, you pick between the two sides. So Team Inferno looks to be in the lead here. We'll give it a few more seconds. All right, let's go Team Inferno. We're picking it. Oh, look what I get for choosing Team Inferno. Love that logo. Get an Inferno ball as well. That is very cool. All right, so here we are in Team Inferno. Here are your tasks for the week. So some weekly tasks for you to complete. So skill games in the Skill Master chapter, which we'll check out. Scoring goals with attackers or mids in your lineup. 20 goals in any mode, and then using an Aqua Inferno player in your starting 11 and playing a match. Complete that, and you actually can get a Maldini logo. So this is a user logo for Maldini. It's kind of new. I think we've done this a few years ago, or even in the Icon Chronicles chapter, but it's cool to see. If you do like rocking logos with a face of a player. And then from there, there's going to be some completions to do here, a little milestone as you go up. As you collect Aqua Inferno tokens, you can claim more of these rewards. And then this is kind of a little thing, you're competing between Team Aqua and Team Inferno. So you can see Team Inferno has a slight edge. And then based on who does better between the two teams across the whole community, there'll be different rewards available. And then Division Rivals, which we'll check out just in a bit, has been revamped. There's new ways to earn rewards and a new format to it. But first, let's jump into Skill Master here. And if you remember, chat, a few years ago, Star Skill Games, they are back. They're here in the new update. So what does this mean? Is you play skill games now, and based on the amount of points that you get within these skill games, you get 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star. Also, is that Tack in the chat? Hey, Tack. Good to see you there. So Star Skill Games. Let's do one as an example. So we'll do the free kick one here. Basically, how you perform in the skill game gives you different score, and you try to accumulate 1, 2, or 3 stars. So we'll do an example one here to show how it works. Here are my targets. 5,000 points gets me 1 star, 8,000 points gets me 2 stars, and 10,000 points will get me 3 stars. So let's give it a try. Let me see if I can get the bottom one. There we go. Okay, I'm at 2 stars. Can I get to 10K? I gotta get this one. There we go. No, I didn't get it. Okay, I did get it. I got the 3 stars. So there you go. I got the 10,000 points from the new Star Skill Games. That gets me 10,000. I hit the required score to get the 3 stars. And I can play these again. If I only got 1 star, I could try it again to get 2 or 3. And then you also get Aqua Inferno tokens. So you can see here the 3 stars. They're also replayable. And then if you can clear all of these, just play all 5 of them. There's no star requirement. You do get some extra Aqua Inferno tokens. And then there's also a bonus here. So I do want to try some of these other ones real quick. Just going to try the shooting one just to give you guys an example. And then we'll get into the players and how you can earn some of these players. So Shard System is continuing. which is exciting way to get the players you want. Oh, I mishit that. And yes, if you saw the 109s on that main chapter, oh, it looks like there's actually a time requirement now on these. This is new. Look, you actually have to shoot before the time runs out. So you can't just dribble around. I don't think I'm going to get the multiple stars here. Yeah, I'm just going to get the 2 here. Yeah, I messed up on the first one. That made a difference. Yeah, only got the 2 stars here as an example. So some of the skill games have been reworked, which is cool to see. And there's different rewards you can get for completing 3 or getting multiple stars in them. And then over here is going to be collecting stars across the entire chapter. So 15 stars in the skill games gets you some shards. Then you get coins, Masharanos, more shards. And then if you can complete 280 stars across the event, you can get an Eto user logo. So there's the Maldini one, there's the Eto one, and also different rewards based on if you choose Team Inferno, Team Aqua. So that's the skill master here. And then let's come into the Tifo workshop, which is kind of the rewards chapter. So you're going to use these tokens to paint a Tifo. So you can tap on an unlocked tile and choose a color to paint. You can change its color whenever. And then once you do that, you get these vouchers to unlock rewards along the path. So let's check this out here. You can basically paint a Tifo in the game, which is kind of neat. So let's choose, what color do we want? I'm going to say let's pick red because we're Team Inferno here. So there you go. It goes to red here. Let's see if we pick another one. Same concept with a pick here. You can come back and choose. This time we'll pick blue. So the idea is you can unlock all these Tifos and make a kind of a design, your own Tifo design as a paint pick there. And then as you do that, you get vouchers. So I've already gotten some vouchers and I can unlock different rewards like shards all the way through the chapter. So this goes all the way down to the end. Make it to the end and then you get a 104 to 109. And then at the end, you can choose between the Zanetti or the Maldini. So interesting concept, right, chat? But I think a lot of you, what you all want to see is the gallery section, the shards, the newest players. And then we saw in the banner the Cannavaro and the Hazard, but there are some other players in the shard system here. And then also just want to show the shard exchange again, how it works. So you can see a bunch of the players here. I can pick, put them in for shards. And then also just going to show the shard requirements here. So 101s is 5, all the way up to a 109 is 250. So if you want to do the calcs on how many shards you need. Also, there is a part of the gallery here called Team Exclusive. So based on if you pick Team Inferno or Team Aqua, there's a special item here only available for that side. So I picked Team Inferno and I've got this Pele here for 1500. Pretty interesting, chat, right? So just want to get into some of these 109s just to show the newest. So 131 at striker for 1.5. And then just going to show the 109 Cannavaro here too. We'll get into stats later, guys. I want to show off division rivals. There's a lot of new improvements to go over. But I know Cannavaro hasn't had one since Ballon d'Or, so I know people were asking about that. So he is here as a 109. So we'll go through these in a bit, but first I want to come out to show Division Rivals, which has a new layout now. So if you played the beta a few months ago, you'll probably recognize this, but Division Rivals now are tied to live events. So like Aqua Inferno has a Division Rivals season, and this is the new layout for it. You can see your player here. I have Cannavaro as my captain showing up. And then you'll play your regular Division Rivals, but instead of earning fans or cups, you earn stars. So you can see here, there's a star system here, and you earn stars to progress and get promotion. There are also these things called star shields. So they help you avoid relegation within the ranks. So they automatically update when you lose a Division Rivals match, and one of these star shields that you can earn can prevent the loss of stars. So yeah, no more cups, no more fans. You'll be going through and earning stars. And then also, as you win matches, you can also get rewards for the event going on. So you can see those tokens there. So let's go in and check out some of the weekly rewards. Some of this is still work in progress, chat. So I don't have the updated rewards on some of these. But the interesting one to look at would be promotion rewards. So going through Amateur 1 all the way through to Semi-Pro. And as you can see, this is what the Star Shield looks like. And you can earn these. There's also Star Pass credit for the match rewards along with account XP. And there's even some work in progress, but this is kind of like and that ties in really well to actually be in a physical locker room directly from Division Rivals. Also gonna so also like appearance numbers here to seeing UCL best 11 players, and I feel like we got to show it. It's been a long time coming. I know last week I mentioned it would be in the UTOTS update, which it was not. They are coming, however, very soon, and I do have a sneak peek at the players. A lot of PSG representation. So we have Hakimi, we have Yamal, we have Donnarumma, Dembele, Doué, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes. Shout out to his performance the other day. Marquinhos, Rafinha, Bastoni, and Rice. So just showing you guys that. Let's go check out the Star Pass chat. Eto'o is in the Star Pass. New logos. There's also some shards in there. There's also the Star Shield to avoid losing stars in Division Rivals. There's a 105 Futre. Should also be the stadium, it looks like, in there. More Star Shields. And then the Eto'o here. This is the Star Pass message about rewards with those Division Rivals tokens that you've been earning. It's on that just yet. We'll hope to share that in the community so you guys know with those Division Rivals tokens that you've been earning, the Universal token. Because yeah, as you can see here, there are coins for Universal tokens. There are also the gems as well to redeem. But we'll have some info on exactly what you can do with yours if you've been saving them. The other thing as well, chat, just wanted to show when it came to Aqua Inferno was the walkout here. I'm hoping it works on my end. I'll just do the regular gem pack here. And yeah, I see somebody ask about advanced token. We'll get some info for you there. just looking at the walkout here. Pretty cool walkout. And then there's also some UCL Best 11 ones. Just gonna try the 106 to 109 here for 1,000. Yeah, good shout there. If you remember Calvert-Lewin, this would have been the Star Pass Calvert-Lewin. Those are real OGs if you remember that one. Back when you could throw a cross up into the middle and he would put that one away. Oh, I completely ruined it. I'm sorry, I tapped it. All right, let's watch this walkout again. Let's give it the full justice. Look at that, getting a 109. This honestly feels at this point that I don't get this in the live game when I'm actually playing on my account and I'm opening up gem packs. I don't get this. It is only on this build that I seem to get the best of luck. Like that's unreal, getting a 109. Yeah. I was not expecting that. I don't just switch a setting on to get a 109. I wish I got this on my actual account that I play. I just wasted my luck. I was live in game right now. If you want to go in. All right, chat. We got some other things just to briefly showcase. Quick little shout out for Soccer 8. It's live in game right now. If you want to go in and choose your side, you can choose Team Rooney, Team Vidic, and Soccer 8 is basically where passion meets charity. It's a charity match in Manchester this weekend on the Sunday. So you can follow along with the action in FCM TV. And then you can also claim one of these icons. And then based on different challenges, as well as the match itself, they can receive some live OVR upgrades, as well as some attribute boosts on long passing, agility, or strength. So if you haven't already, it's live in game right now. Just check it out, as well as tune in for the match on the Sunday. And it's for a good cause as well. And then also just wanted to showcase some Football Center updates. The season highlights are kind of a look back at the 24-25 season with maybe some players that weren't in TOTS but had some interesting moments. And you can play some matches in those moments to earn those players. So there's just some players here, some 101s just to add to your team if you like them, or even just use for exchanges or extra time tokens, for example. So Sanset, Schick, Jonathan David, Gabia, just based on some moments they've had over the year. So this should be updating throughout the summer with some extra season highlights. And then just another one briefly wanted to show you guys is there will be some new end of era players coming in Football Center to celebrate these long-standing careers of players who are hanging up the boots. So the likes of Mats Hummels, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, and then Pepe Reina. So those middle two, I remember, were real stalwarts of the Belgian back line when they made that 2018 run and just being a strong side throughout the 2010s. So not going to show the exchange requirements, but a 108 for the Hummels is definitely worth considering. Just letting you guys know. And then speaking of exchanges, also wanted to showcase a special player exchange for the Team Aqua Inferno. And that's going to be 2 extra Eto items that you can go for. So there's the 108 right wing Eto in kind of his blue kit where it fits the theme of Team Aqua. And then in the red kit for Team Inferno, both from, I want to say these were just a few years apart. I'm going to guess that first one, 108, the blue one's at 2010 from that really impressive season. I think that was the treble year. And then the 108 one looks to me to be that 2008 season, 2008, 2009. And then he was part of essentially the swap Yeah, completing store free packs, using 10 vouchers, Division Rivals, and skill games and login, and that gets you the regular pack plus Mascherano. Okay, someone's saying that they do like Futre. Also, just wanted to clarify. I know at the top that I mentioned. Oh, it's actually the Team of the Season gallery is still open here. I was hoping to show the main chapter of Tots just to give you an example of what that make good was that just went out, but it was pretty much like the Tots kit was unlocked. So if you haven't already, go in there and grab the kit, and it helps you get that 107 UTOTS item. And again, there's no season reset for 2025, so OVRs will continue to go up. There'll be new players coming in, new events for you to build your teams and to really keep going with your FC, the Rivals update. So right away, this is going to be on Thursday around 1 a.m. UTC, so it's around reset time. There's going to be some downtime for the game. So the game will be down for about 3 hours or so for the update to take place. And from there, once you come back into the game 3 hours later, there'll be a login reward, as well as you'll be able to update your app to get into the new Rivals update. So this will include the Aqua Inferno event, which we'll check out. This will include gameplay improvements and updates, as well as some different division rivals. So a new division rivals is going to be around ground passing. So there's been some improvements to ground passing. We've got some examples to show up on screen here, chat. So a major issue that was noted in the community is a lot of passes ending up behind players. So the team, Timo and the gameplay team have been working to take issues like this. This is the before, and then let's show the after clip for gameplay. So in the update, there'll be better passes on the ground, a little more accurate, lines up a bit better with the speed of your receiving player. So that's one of the major improvements for the gameplay. A lot of through balls sometimes wouldn't work too well, or they wouldn't really lead the player into open space. In the new update coming on Thursday, there'll be more improvements to lead passes like this, ground through passes. So I'm sure a lot of you have already checked out the deep dive, but just reiterating on that. And then there's going to be a bunch of improvements to Verse Attack. So more starting chances in Verse Attack will be added. There'll be adjustments to the good and great chances in Verse Attack. We're also going to be reducing the difficulty of some of those good or great chances to give some clearer attacking routes. There's also going to be the chances will end faster in Verse Attack if it's kind of in a dead zone, like, you know, when the goalkeeper saves it. And then also reducing the tendency of the goalkeeper to rush out on certain chances. And you can also change your camera angle in Verse Attack. So that's all for Verse Attack, a lot more in the deep dive. And then the final one I saw a lot of people talking about is going to be around skill moves. So balancing the heel to heel skill move and the step over and exit skill move, just to reduce the speed boost that certain players got with that. So the effectiveness of those two skill moves, heel to heel and step over and exit, they will now be more dependent on player attributes. So that is a